Welcome back, everybody. It's Mr. Olson here. Today we're going to continue our vibrato ideas, but we're going to see if we can move from our hand doing this for our arm vibrato and see if we can put that on the instrument. So what we're going to do is essentially replace our fist with this side of the instrument. All right. When we do that, we are now going to have a little anchor point and a spot that we can come back to that is going to be a little bit easier than our first position. All right. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to see if you can get your instrument up into playing position. All right. No bow right now. Now you're going to notice there's a lot of tension that happens when we spin that pinky towards our face. You can kind of see this kind of tighten up on my arm. All right. We got to try to see if we can get that as relaxed as possible. The cellos and the bass have a little bit of an advantage on us. All right. So we got to make sure it's nice and relaxed. So here we go. Slide my hand without reaching to the side of the instrument. All right. Once it's there, I'm going to drop my second finger on my A string. If you're playing a viola, drop it on the D string. One of the top two strings is perfect. If we reach over, it becomes a little bit more difficult for our hand. So now I have my second finger going, and with our arm vibrato, we're going to see if we can do that same motion that we were doing with the wrist and the hand as we were doing here. All right, pulling our wrist away. All right, so as you're doing this, you should feel a couple of things. You should see fingernail, finger pad, fingernail, finger pad, knuckles even with the fingerboard, knuckles slightly below. And then you're also going to have an extra motion that the wrist vibrato doesn't have, is you're going to actually feel this part of your hand move away and back. All right, and that motion is happening down. All right, if you get all tightened up, got to relax yourself. If that goes really well, it's like, I want the next step. Put your bow with it. Now, when you put your bow with it, your hand is probably going to freak out. That happens with everybody doing vibrato, and I'll guide you through more in the helpful hints, ways to get past that. But we're going to give it a whirl right now. It's going to be the most disgusting meow meow sound that you can ever have. So be okay with that. Take my hand. All right, I got a note. Kind of hear me coming back and hitting the instrument. We'll work on that later in terms of not having that affect our sound, but that is what we are trying to go for. Again, it's pretty disgusting meow sound. If that goes well and your hand didn't freak out, I'm going to guide you again through some more helpful hints, and then we're going to put ourselves into the rounds of 8 to try to get some consistency of that motion. All right, thanks a lot for playing, and I will see you very soon in the helpful hints. Bye-bye.